In 2022, I bought a brand new BT50 ute. And one of the first things I did to that ute was I got rid of the tub that was at the back and I put a tray and canopy from a pretty big manufacturer here in Australia. The goal for that car was to take it out camping and just to do more outdoorsy stuff. So dirt bikes, mountain bikes, taking it on trips, things like that. So like snowboarding, all the fun stuff that I kind of like doing in my spare time. And part of that, part of getting that ute was fitting it out. So I bought this canopy completely empty, like you normally buy them. And then I had to go through the process of fitting out the internals. So I went with a Bushman's upright fridge. I went with a slide out drawer from another manufacturer here in Australia. And then I had to tackle the 12 volt system. And what I found was at the time, there wasn't really anything that was off the shelf that I could just put in to this canopy to get the 12 volt going. So that's kind of where the idea started. And I'll put some photos up of what I ended up doing. So I know a lot of people use plywood to build these setups, but at the time when I was looking for this canopy, I got quotes from like a bunch of different manufacturers. So I got quotes from like high-end guys, we're talking like 30 grand setups. I got quotes for like a couple of grand setups, but the high-end setups were out of my price range, but I really liked the finish. So back then what I did was found a bunch of aluminium things to fit out this internal space, but then there was nothing made out of aluminium that I could house my 12 volt system in. So I ended up going to a fab shop. I asked them to fold up, a piece of 3mm aluminium, drilled some holes in it, and then just mounted it basically next to this setup. And I think like the setup ended up looking pretty good. I'll chuck a picture in here, but it just sucked that there was nothing off the shelf that exists for people to do that. And fast forward to now, I'm trying to fit out my Prado. I've got a few mates trying to fit out their canopies, and the same problem still exists. So the plan with Tanos Engineering is to build our first product. Is going to be building a solution that solves that problem. I know there's a bunch of other electronics manufacturers that are on the market now selling complete systems, but to be honest, like they're fitted out, but they're super expensive. And if you don't have that sort of cash and you want to go and buy some cheaper hardware, or you've already got like your DC to DC, you've already got your fuses, you already got your setup, why don't I give you an enclosure that you can house all this thing in and it'll look just as good as paying 30 grand for a canopy setup? So that's the goal of this company to start with.